Hey, thanks for coming back. This week, we're going to talk about 5 things that cause stress in our relationships. Get your coffee or your tea and your snack and enjoy the next 10 minutes with me. Hi, it's Kim, and I'm back for another week of 10-minute tips for your relationships. 10 minutes. Well, the first thing I want us to do is just take a deep breath. Yeah. You know what? That felt so good. I think we should do it one more time. Just close your eyes and take a deep, long breath. Come on. Just let out some of that stress from everything that's going on. You know, we've been dealing with a lot in the last, 3 months? We started in March with the whole stay at home, safer at home order, because we were on the cuspice of a pandemic, and now, we went full throttle into this pandemic, and we watched loved ones pass away, and it was a lot that we endured during this time. And now we're dealing with the death of a brother at the hands of a cop one more time. And so that's very, very stressful for a lot of us. Brings up a lot. So today I want to talk to us as couples, as people, about things that cause stress in our relationships. And, of course, there are many things that could bring on stress in a relationship. But today, I just want to focus on 5 things. Just 5 things. Number 1, during this time, especially during this time, finances. Finances. Yes. Finances can be really difficult right now. You think about it. If we've been used to 2 paychecks coming in and now one of us has been laid off or both, that brings on a lot of stress when you're not able to meet your obligations, when you're not able to pay your bills. Well, thank God that we're able to put some things off as far as payments are concerned. But yet, some of us are thinking in the back of our minds, yeah, after all this is over, I still have to pay those bills. So finances. Finances can make or break a marriage sometimes. Finances is really one of the major things that cause people to break up or cause huge issues in a relationship. So finances. Number 2, we love them. They're beautiful. They're our creations, but our children, yes, our children can cause stress. And especially now, I like to tell people this thing my grandmother used to say to me years ago, and I didn't get it then, but I get it now. And when I was a young mom, she used to say, I used to say, I can't wait till my kids grow up, Grandma. I can't wait till they get up and grow up and get grown and on their own. And she would say, She said, when you first have your children, they're in your arms, then they're on your lap, they grow more, they're at your knee. She said, but the hardest place for your children to be is on your heart. Yes. And I get it now, because when your children are on your heart, meaning when they're grown and they're able to make their own decisions for their lives, it's very difficult, because sometimes you're watching them make decisions and it's not going to work out, But yet still, it's not a whole lot that you can do because they are adults. And your children being on your heart, really all you can do is pray and hope that things work out best for them. But yes, but even now, with the children being home, not being able to go to school, that was an outlet. School was an outlet for children. Well, heck, school is an outlet for parents. And so it's difficult for parents to have to navigate if you're working from home, or if you've been laid off your job, or it's hard for parents to navigate teaching their children. We're not teachers. Well, most people are not teachers. I'm a teacher by trade, but most parents are not teachers, and it's very difficult for them to teach their children. So this is a difficult time, and a lot of stress comes up. I was reading Facebook the other day, and one of my dear bonus daughters was just being very transparent, and she was talking about how she told her kids, I just need a break, and the kids could feel her. So her son went and got some water for her to put her feet into in a bowl, and then her other daughter made her lunch. But I told her, I hit her on Facebook, and I told her, I said, you know what? You showed your children your humanity. You were vulnerable with them. So they responded to your vulnerability by all the beautiful things that you put inside of them. And even though sometimes they're kind of like going a little crazy because they're locked up in the house, we still have to trust those things that we're placing inside of them. But you know what? Because our kids are home and they're a little stressed out too, we need to figure out things to do with the kids that cause them to be calm. And we need to teach our children that, this may be our new normal. So we're going to have to figure out how we're going to do this in a most productive way. Number 3, our work commitments. Some of us are saying, working from home causes me to work more. And that's true for some people. Some of us say we work more because we're not working, if you don't have to log in, that is, you just kind of work all throughout the day because you're working on home, doing things for home, and then you're working for your job. So it kind of puts you in a work mode all day long. So sometimes those work commitments can be a little stressful, trying to navigate working and cooking dinner and washing clothes and cleaning up and doing all those things, especially for young moms who have children. It can get a little stressful. It could be stressful in that, one of the spouses still has to go out into the world to work. That could be stressful in and of itself because you're thinking about everything that person is exposed to throughout the day. So yes, work commitments can be some stressful things for us as couples. Number 4, our difficult behaviors. Yeah, especially now. Some of us just have difficult attitudes, some adjustments we need to make in those areas. But then some of this pandemic and now all the protesting and everything going on is triggering some things in some of us. And so, we're having some difficulties, and now we're becoming stressed out just watching the television. I suggest that you don't watch some of this that's going on the news all day long. Take a break from it. You need to give yourself some time to calm down and focus on something else, read a good book or do some journaling or, something that's going to take your mind off of it. I'm not saying it's going to go away, but I am saying that you can take a break from some of this stuff that's going on in our world. Just the visualization of it anyway. And number 5, just changes. We're changing. I've been married next week, 35 years. And trust me, I am not the same Kim that my husband met probably 40 years ago. And I'm not the same Kim that he married 35 years ago, nor is he the same person I married 35 years ago. We're always changing. We're evolving. We have to give each other some space to do that. Another thing is the pandemic and all of this that's going on in our world right now, it's changing the way we're doing things. It's changing the way we have to navigate our daily steps and how we have to go in and out of the world. Yes, and sometimes change, no, let me back up. Change most of the time can be stressful. So we have to make sure that we're giving each other some space for all these different changes that are taking place in our world. So how do we navigate all of this? Well, I don't have all the answers. How do we deal or manage some of the stress that's coming to us? We talked about the children, finances, our work, just our behaviors and different things like that, the changes that we're going through. But how can we just really manage all of that? How can we navigate this stress that we're feeling and we're dealing with? Well, we can navigate it in our relationships through communication. I talk about communication all the time, and I'm telling you, talking, communicating, putting your feelings out there is one of the ways that you can survive. Yeah, because we all need to share, we all need to unload, we all need to talk, and we have to learn how to do it. So you and your spouse, your significant other, your honey, your boo, whatever it is you call that person, talk. Take some time out, spend some time just engaging each other, talking, and giving each other free space to share your innermost feelings, how you really feel and what's going on with you. Yes, communication is it. And that kind of rolls over into this other thing that I wanted to say is spending quality time. Quality time is really important. It's one of the ways that we show our spouse and communicate to our spouse that they are important. So you know what? Let's do our best. Let's just do our best right now. We don't have all the answers. Sometimes we blow it. But let's just kind of pick ourselves back up, dust ourselves off, and engage with our spouses and our relationships, even our children. Let's try it another day. These are my 10-minute tips. You take care and you stay safe.